to blind, but a football advancement by the Eagles just beyond the Kansas City 20. No score, 1:43 to go first quarter. They're going to
Taylor Swift's life right now feels straight out of a Netflix crossover special. Part thriller, part rom-com, and part sports drama. First, she's tightening up her security after a chilling stalker scare that had fans on edge. Then, in a total plot twist, the New York Giants pulled off the ultimate prank, hyping up a Taylor cam, only to cut to Lawrence Taylor casually puffing on a cigar. And while Travis Kelce is blowing up on the sidelines, he's also proving he's the ultimate bestie, dropping a jaw-dropping $70K on Patrick Mahomes' 30th birthday bash with a little style magic from Taylor herself. Meanwhile, Taylor skipped Kelce's September 21st Giants game, but don't panic, it's just full-throttle album prep mode. But here's where it gets really exciting. Whispers of wedding bells are ringing sooner than anyone expected. And to top it all off, Swifties everywhere are celebrating because the Showgirl party film is set to hit theaters on October 3rd.
We wanted this album to feel like really luxurious, and kind of as a nod to the luxury that a showgirl puts on when she's on stage. Meanwhile, like in the quick change room, she's like...
Taylor Swift is back in the headlines, but this time, it's not about Travis Kelce, record-breaking albums, or her billion-dollar era's empire. It's about something far darker. A stalker. That's the price of being the world's biggest pop star. Some people simply don't understand boundaries. And Taylor, she's had enough. She's now rolling out next-level security straight out of a James Bond film. Recently, when Swift pulled up to an event, fans braced for a jaw-dropping new look. Instead of a dazzling gown, she arrived behind a bulletproof screen. Yep, a full protective barrier, like she's performing Coachella from inside the Pope-mobile. Naturally, the internet exploded. Half of Twitter called it a PR stunt, while the other half is seriously concerned, pointing to reports of a relentless stalker who's been harassing her at a terrifying level.
The 24 of Kansas City. And up goes right side again. This time a nice push. As Dylan was the ball carrier in a gain of 4 yards, Aaron Tiller rotated in.
And this isn't just some random troll flooding her DMs. The guy has a name. Brian Jason Wagner, and a seriously disturbing rap sheet. We're talking breaking into her Los Angeles home, claiming to be the father of their imaginary love child, and basically making every sane person say, "Sir, what?" It's straight out of a creepy Lifetime movie, except it's painfully real. Taylor's team isn't sugarcoating it either. Insiders say they're on constant high alert, calling it exhausting to deal with this level of madness non-stop. Word is, Taylor's even prepared to scale back promo plans if her security squad thinks the threats are too hot to handle. That's how serious things have gotten. And fans? They're furious. Social media is a storm of outrage and fear, with people pointing out how stalking is rarely taken seriously until it's too late. Horror stories of victims being ignored are surfacing, while others are comparing Taylor's case to infamous examples from decades past, saying the system hasn't learned a thing. One fan nailed the mood perfectly. This isn't scarf-level drama, it's straight up terrifying. But speaking of drama, the New York Giants just trolled an entire stadium on Sunday Night Football. Picture it. MetLife Stadium, packed to the brim, lights blazing. Suddenly, the Jumbotron flashes a Taylor cam. Swifties clutch their friendship bracelets, screaming like they just spotted Bigfoot in a sequin bodysuit. The camera lingers on a few blonde heads. The tension builds, and then bam! No Taylor. Instead, it cuts to Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, cool as ever, puffing a cigar like he just hit the jackpot. Giants fans roared. Swifties, not so much.
Travis Kelce looked like a guy who accidentally left his phone on Do Not Disturb during a family emergency. The Chiefs coughed up a red zone fumble, thanks to Isaiah Pacheco, and Travis went full Hulk mode. He stormed over to Andy Reid, screamed in his face, and even gave the coach a shoulder bump that nearly knocked him off balance. Yikes! Naturally, social media ate it up faster than Swifties chasing concert tickets. Memes flooded in, with fans joking Reid needs a helmet on the sidelines just to survive Kelce's tantrums. And let's be real, this isn't a one-off. Just last week, Travis threw another fit after the Chiefs' flop against the Eagles. Reid brushed it off with a "Travis just gets fired up." Translation: yeah, he yells at me, but it's out of love. But apparently, caring also comes with a very expensive price tag, because while Kelce was raging on the field, off the field, he was busy spoiling his QB bestie. Patrick Mahomes turned the big 3-0, and Travis marked the milestone by casually dropping, wait for it, $70,000. Forget friendship bracelets. These guys are clearly in the "if it's not Rolex, don't bother" club. Kelce gifted Mahomes not one, but 2 luxury watches he'd been eyeing, plus a collection of rare wines from 1995, the year Mahomes was born. Nothing says "I gotcha, bro" like sipping your birth year out of crystal glasses. And of course, Taylor Swift had her fingerprints all over the shopping spree. Insiders say she suggested adding a couple of sleek Ferragamo jackets because apparently Mahomes can't just throw touchdowns, he has to look runway ready while doing it. Honestly, it's giving power couple energy, just redirected into bromance mode. The birthday celebration didn't stop there. Their friendship has basically turned into a business empire. Kelce and Mahomes just launched a swanky Kansas City steakhouse called 1587 Prime, a nod to their jersey numbers, obviously. And because these guys love timing a moment, the grand opening landed right on Mahomes' birthday week. Nothing says cheers to 30 like clinking glasses of rare wine in your own steakhouse while rocking Ferragamo. Meanwhile, Patrick Mahomes' wife, Brittany, kept things sweet and sentimental, posting a gushy Instagram tribute that reminded everyone, underneath the Rolex watches, rare wine, and cigar-lit restaurant launches, her husband is still just a family guy turning 30. But let's be real. If this is how Kelce and Swift celebrate 30, imagine what they'll pull off for 40. A yacht, a diamond-encrusted grill, maybe even a private island shaped like a football? In the meantime, Taylor wasn't spotted front row when the Chiefs rolled into MetLife to face the Giants on September 21st. The much-hyped Taylor cam stayed heartbreakingly empty, leaving Jersey Swifties sighing harder than Mahomes when he scrambles out of the pocket. Before anyone panics about relationship drama, insiders say it's nothing like that. Taylor's basically an album launch lockdown, prepping for the Life of a Showgirl drop and the big October 3rd party film premiere. Translation: she's holed up like a college kid during finals, except instead of Red Bull and ramen, it's bulletproof screens and Ferragamo jackets. And let's not forget, skipping away games isn't new. Last season, she didn't attend a single one. Taylor's more Arrowhead than MetLife, thanks to intense security concerns. If a venue isn't scouted like a military op, she's not showing up. Still, don't think she's any less hyped about Travis's season. Word is, now that the Eras Tour is wrapped, she's buzzing about finally being a proper football fiancé. Expect more nachos, more awkward Jumbotron high fives, and way more soda-chugging memes this year. But while Taylor's skipping away games, she's definitely not skipping wedding planning. Yep, the Swift-Kelce nuptials are happening sooner than anyone thought, like early next year soon. Forget the 3-year engagement trope. These two are sprinting to the altar faster than Mahomes dodging a sack. And no, it won't be some over-the-top royal spectacle with swans and fireworks spelling out love story. Taylor's leaning towards something far more intimate. Think family, close friends, maybe even a dog in a bow tie. Less Bridgerton ball, more Pinterest chic backyard soiree, with bodyguards instead of bouncers. Of course, she's having a blast with it. Taylor's in full mood board mode, treating venue research like it's an album rollout, except this time the singles are cake tastings and floral arrangements. Insiders say she's loving every second, because if anyone can turn a centerpiece into a Grammy-level production, it's her. And here's the kicker. Nearly every luxury fashion house on the planet, Chanel, Dior, Valentino, you name it, has slid into her DMs begging to design the dress. Taylor, however, hasn't committed to anyone yet. Imagine being so famous, you can literally ghost couture designers. Legendary. As for Travis, he's keeping it simple. Travis Kelce's wedding vision? Meaningful over flashy, which makes sense for a guy who's basically a giant teddy bear that occasionally body slams his coach on national TV. Together, he and Taylor have reportedly agreed, skip the circus, go straight for the vows. But while wedding bells are in the air, Taylor's also about to ring up the box office. She's rolling out Taylor Swift, the official release party of a Showgirl, and it's basically a giant sleepover party for Swifties. Only swap out the pajamas and popcorn for AMC buckets and friendship bracelets. Dropping October 3rd, the film clocks in at a perfectly intentional 89 minutes, because of course, Taylor had to make it numerology chic. Think of it as her legendary Secret Sessions, but on steroids, and blasted across 540 AMC theaters, plus every other cinema chain desperate to get in on the action. And get this, AMC already confirmed fans can sing, dance, and scream mid-show. Translation, Swifties are about to turn multiplexes into karaoke stadiums. The only ground rule, don't stand on the seats, because apparently even Taylor has limits. This isn't just a watch party either. Fans will get the first listen to The Fate of Olivia, her debut single from the life of a showgirl. Add in lyric videos, behind-the-scenes footage, and Taylor spilling her creative process like it's late-night gossip at a sleepover, and you've got the perfect mix. Part documentary, part dance party, part group therapy for anyone still recovering from All Too Well. Tickets dropped at 12:12 p.m. sharp because numerology might as well be Taylor's co-writer at this point, and they're selling faster than Chiefs season passes. And for fans outside the US, don't worry, over 100 countries are getting screenings too, from the UK to Australia. Some have to wait until later in October, but let's be honest, Swifties waiting patiently? Never heard of it. That's all for this update, folks. Until next time, brace yourselves, because with Taylor and Travis, the headlines write themselves.